I was really dreading this one, but it's my duty to watch this crap, to take the bullet for the greater good. I really don't think anyone, was clamoring at the taint for a new Return of the Living Dead movie, let alone two made back-to-back for the Sci-Fi Channel, where once great horror movie franchises go to die. But alas, here we are, and thank God it's over. I've already reviewed Return of the Living Dead 4 Necropolis, so you can check out that video to hear me say what you're likely already thinking, but since 4 and 5 were shot back-to-back by the same director, with mainly the same cast, I figured I had to cover the 5th, and let's just pray to some higher power that this is the last entry in the franchise, because good lord. Rave to the Grave, that's actually what they called it, takes place a year after the last movie. And just like the last one, they offered Peter Coyote a paycheck, so he shows up again to sell a container of trioxin to some Russian gangsters or some shit, or maybe they're Interpol. You know, the way this movie's edited, it didn't make it obvious what these guys actually were. And despite being featured prominently on the movie's box art, bro dies in the first 10 minutes. I guess that's all the Coyote time this garbage fire's budget could afford. So Julian from the last movie is back. Oh, thank God. I was worried they might have actually gotten good actors for this shit or something. If you'll recall, he was Coyote's nephew, and finds out the devastating news that his uncle's dead while on the field at school, and his friend is, thankfully, right there to comfort him.
What's up?
My uncle's been killed.
Sorry, man.
So Julian discovers that his uncle was hiding more than just one barrel of trioxin in the family home, and tasks his scientist buddy with figuring out what it is. And despite not having the faintest idea what the hell's in this barrel, his buddy, along with the stoneriest stoner to ever stone, decide to make fucking drugs out of it. Why? Because when you take it, apparently it makes your brain short circuit.
Jeremy. Jeremy. Are you okay?
There's no way this could go wrong. I only call it Z, because it makes you feel like a zombie. From this point on, the movie just kind of devolves into unlikable characters with writing so stupid that it feels like the movie's target demographic were people so stoned that they had like one working brain cell left. I mean, just take a look at this scene where our heroes, and I say heroes in the loosest sense of the word, are trying to find an infected lab rat.
Looks like he's acquired a taste for brains.
What?
Oh God, they're all out.
Okay, you guys grab those two. I got Mr. Stinky. Mr. Stinky?
Goddamn boy, give these guys the Oscar. And again, the rules established in the original movie don't apply here. Headshots still finish them off. And as if in some half-assed attempt at trying to connect this movie to the good movie, they have this epic reveal to great value Tarman, which I find odd because the people who loved the original are in their 30s, 40s now, and this movie is clearly not aiming for that audience, so why act like this is a big reveal? Like some 20-year-old dude who plays Fortnite's probably never seen the original is gonna be like, oh my god, it's that guy! Anyway, he hitchhikes, because, you know, that's funny. That's funny, right? And what's especially funny is that this whole thing could have been avoided, because later on it's revealed that Julian's girlfriend is also a scientist with a lab, which means that she could have figured out what the fucking trioxin was without getting the other friend involved. But since this movie sucks so much butt sweat through a straw, they just didn't do that.
Damn, girl. Didn't you have time to hit the shower? Babe?
Brains!
Gee, girl. Slow down. Usually I don't get none of that unless I take you to the Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. We're all family here.
The only time Rave from the Grave ever feels like a legitimate movie is like this scene where the Russian gangster, Interpol, whatever the hell they're supposed to be, blow up a car full of zombies with a rocket launcher. Honestly, this is probably where the movie's entire budget went. The last 40 minutes of this movie is basically just a bunch of nameless characters at the rave, either killing zombies or becoming zombies. I'm not joking. Like 40 goddamn minutes of what basically feels like you're watching a Sharknado movie, but somehow even more shitty. It's so mind-numbing that I honestly started fast-forwarding through it just to get to the plot. The rave gets bombed, Julian and his girlfriend survive, and our final shot of the entire Return of the Living Dead franchise is a shot of Tarman, walking down a highway like littlest hobo. Wow, what a legacy.
As long as I got my diary in my hand. As long as I got my diary in my hand.
And that's Rave to the Grave. It sucks as much as you think it does. I'd say it's marginally better than the last movie, Necropolis, but that truly isn't saying much. Thankfully, though, this movie was released in 2005, and there hasn't been a peep since of another movie in the series. And apparently not even the producers want anything to do with this abomination either, because in 2015, they were selling the rights to both this and Necropolis on eBay for 50 grand. Let me repeat this. The rights to 2 Return of the Living Dead movies were being sold on eBay. And unfortunately, the link no longer works, so I can't see if some poor sap actually bought this shit, but that would be hilarious if someone did. So hey, if you're watching this and bought the eBay rights, let me know, because I would love to ask you why. I did it. I made it through the entire Return of the Living Dead franchise. Now I can finally rest and watch the sun rise on a grateful universe. If you want to support the channel, you can do so with the Patreon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.